All right, so let's see here. I'm getting an update to share your screen with you. Oh, looks like we've got some new updates here
What?
on YouTube to where I can share my computer or something. I don't know what the heck's going
Okay.
on. We're starting this thing out really bad, aren't we? So welcome everybody. February the 4th, 2024 at 5 p.m. Eastern. If you're watching this back later, by all means, leave a comment. We'll respond to you. I'm literally choking on water. We're starting this thing out great, aren't we? Can you see us and hear us? Because I will admit I am, excuse me, having some Wi-Fi issues. Looks like Windows just recently did an update, and I've got some weird window Wi-Fi driver that got updated, and it's
Oh,
telling me
great.
I'm connected, then telling me I'm not connected, although I appear to have be always connected. So I don't know what the heck's going on. It's one of them forced updates. It updated a few nights ago while I was asleep, and then you come back in the morning, your computer's restarted. It's like,
Nice.
finish setting up your updates. I'm like,
What happened to the days where you get to say, yes, I want to update, or no, I don't want to
I
update?
don't really think there's a selection much anymore for automatic updates. I think they're just always on. So hopefully everybody says they can see and hear. So it looks like they can. So yes, we are inside, y'all. While the sun just popped out, it's been a very nasty day here. Severe weather,
Yeah.
tornado warnings. We had probably 5 minutes of hail today. Luckily, it was pea size. That's the second
I bet
hail.
that sounded amazing out in the building when you
Oh,
were out
it
there.
was deafening. So I was out in the shop working on something today, me and Ruger, and it's just been light rain all day long. And then all of a sudden I hear some thunder and lightning coming. All right, I don't think much of it. And then it just broke loose, y'all. Wind,
Yeah.
yard completely underwater, dropped, I don't know how much rain in such a short period of time, started hailing, would not stop hailing. Normally, you get a few seconds of hail. It was several minutes of hail. Thank goodness it wasn't large because, well, solar panels and everything's catching all that. So I wouldn't
Hmm.
expect them after the storm. And then just as soon as all the hailstorm stopped and passed us, the tornado warning started going off on my phone. Take cover now, yada, yada, yada. And apparently we just recently had a tornado touchdown around here because it's on news stations. I haven't found it yet, but I've already had
I
several
know
of
I've looked
y'all.
it up. I couldn't find it either.
Well, I've already had several of y'all text me and reach out to me and say, hey, our local TV station showing there was a tornado over there. A good friend of mine, a buddy of
Mm.
mine that doesn't live too far from me, he also got a hold of me and said, hey, I heard a report of one over there. I was like, well, I got the warnings on the phone. We got the hailstorm here. And what was really weird, I'm in the shop and I've got earbuds in because it's deafening. It's so loud on that metal roof with the hail and everything else. Ruger starts looking at me really, really weird and looking at the door. So I was like, okay. So I took my earbuds out. Such a weird sound. I don't know how to explain it, but I stuck my head out the door. It sounded like something was a mile away, just crashing through trees. I don't know. Maybe we did have a tornado touchdown in here.
Maybe.
We can't
I
find
don't
it
know.
on the
We're
news.
like in Tornado Alley out here. I don't know.
Apparently, we are. Yeah, and apparently, wintertime tornadoes is just a normal thing now for Florida. But weird, crazy, weird sound. I couldn't make out. It just sounded like stuff being broken. I don't know how to explain it. But that was interesting today. Now that the storm's gone, it is so windy outside, we can't go sit out there. So no cooking tonight, which we have to explain what all happened this weekend with the birthday party. We
Yeah.
got tons of food, but if I tried to set my camera up out there right now, it would blow over. We're not dealing with that. Oh, goodness gracious. So welcome everybody. We'll jump around. It's been a crazy weekend. Big surprise birthday party. We'll tell you all about that, and we'll pick some questions tonight and just kind of have a little hangout session with you. So, Adam, what is this? First of all, extremely generous. Thank you so much, Adam.
Oh, thank you,
It says
Adam.
sandblaster cabinet fun. That's another
What
one
is
of them
that?
tools. A sandblaster is what you clean your
No, a
parts and stuff.
cabinet though.
That's where you can do it inside small parts
Oh.
and it not blow everywhere. You don't have to go
Oh.
out in the yard. That's another one of those tools I cannot understand why I have never bought. I have looked at sandblasters and everything else, and I could definitely use one for cleaning up all these rusty parts and all the welding that I'm doing and all.
Hmm.
But I have just never bought one of those, and that's
Yeah, I
another
can
one of the
think of a
tools.
couple projects we could use it on.
Oh yeah, well
Yeah.
that's you can do a cabinet one, or you can do one that's outside. The cabinet's kind of they're more for protection. The sandblaster's a separate piece. I just don't know why I've never bought one. They're not ridiculously expensive, and they're so useful for all the work that I do. Thank you, Adam. So kind and generous. All right. So let's see here. Somebody says it's their birthday on the 6th of February, 2 days away.
Well, happy
Well, happy
birthday.
birthday. We might as well just go into that. So Friday, we were supposed to have a very small, just invite a couple friends over and cook. Was
Well,
what
that's what I told him
that's what
anyways.
Tiffany told me. I already knew something was a little off whenever, like a couple weeks ago, she asked what I want to do for my birthday. I was like, I don't really know. We'll go out to dinner, or she's like, you want me to cook something? I was like, yeah, cook me chicken parmesan, my favorite meal. That's what I want for my birthday. Just relax, get chicken parm. All right, that's what I thought I was getting. And then about 2-3 days before Friday, she informs me that I'm not getting chicken parm, that I'm getting fajitas. And I was like, okay. Typically we do fajitas when we have a large gathering because you can cook a pile of it up and feed a bunch of people. I was like, this already
He's
is
on to me.
I was like, this isn't making sense. Why she would just deny me my birthday request. I was like, okay, I'll play along. Maybe there's a couple more people coming or something. Well, long story short, I don't know how many people showed up here, but she threw me a.
There's about probably 24 to 26
You think?
of us.
Yeah, I figured it was 20 to 30 people,
Yeah.
somewhere in that range, showed up. So she threw me a surprise birthday party.
Gosh, and it was so difficult keeping it a surprise from him.
Hey,
Oh my gosh. I mean, just Mr. Investigator. Like, I decided Thursday I was going to make cupcakes. I'm like, I'm going to try to make him some homemade cupcakes. I got a new mixer so I can start making pizza dough and everything.
and she's never baked a sweet in her life, by the way.
I never have. So he comes in and he's like, what are you doing? Making cupcakes.
And I'm on a diet.
Yeah. I'm like, well, I just want to try out the new mixer and, just feel it out. So I figured what better way to make some cupcakes than your birthday's coming up. And he's like, okay. And he's looking at all the cupcakes because the recipe made like 24. I was like, oh, great. But I didn't know how else to hide that from you. So I was like, well, whatever. Maybe he will believe what I said. And then Friday, just trying to get everything ready for the party between cutting up the meat and all the food. Like he kept coming in and out of the house, for random things. And I'd have to hide stuff in cabinets and try to keep it from him. It was so hard.
Well, I was on tour, but I was honestly not expecting 20 something to 30 people or whatever the heck it was here. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
So it was an awesome time. It was definitely unexpected. I knew something was up. I didn't know that was going to happen. Wonderful people come out. We had a great time celebrating. We celebrated way too late, like till 2 a.m. Oh, stayed up way too late, especially to be 40. But it was really good. Tons of food. Oh my goodness, the food.
So I cooked chicken, steak, fajitas, and fish on the Blackstone for everybody. And we had rice, all the sides. We had Chipotle coleslaw to go for the fish tacos. It was so good. Everybody enjoyed it.
And then I had a friend bring a cooler full of redfish, like really good fish. So she blackened some redfish on the Blackstone. We whipped the smoker out and we smoked all the redfish backbones, which actually turned out really, really well. I thought this fish tasted really good. So just food galore. And then, of course, people are going to bring sweets, and you had cupcakes and everything else. So, Miss Radmilla, I see you're on earmuffs. You don't need to hear about all that, but thank you. She threw me a heck of a.
He's never let me do anything for his birthday before, so I had to pull this off.
Yeah, so it was a really, really good time. And then I thought I enjoyed so much out of yesterday. We got it with a couple of friends, and we went off-roading. We just rode a bunch of woods trails and back trails, and we'd stop every so often and just kind of hang out and chat and check the creek out or go check this side road down. It was just a nice, peaceful, relaxing day. Ruger rode with us. Really, really enjoyed just riding all day long. We rode for 7.5 hours.
We did, yeah.
So that was a nice, relaxing day to wrap up the craziness the day before. And then today has been, I slept in for once, got plenty of sleep, and just been piddling in the shop and a few other things, trying to recover from.
It's been a great weekend.
Yeah, it has. It really has. Other than hailstorms and tornadoes and everything else today. Oh my goodness. See, Big Wave says over in Brantford they had hail today as well.
Golly, I guess a lot of areas did.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck's all going on. So much bad weather here lately. All right, let me cherry pick some comments because I'm so far behind. Let's see here. Apparently it's Zoe's birthday.
Yes, this Wednesday.
I see a lot of people wishing
my
her
birthday is Wednesday.
Oh,
this
Wednesday.
Week. Yep.
All right.
Well,
cool.
happy birthday, Zoe.
Happy birthday. There's a lot of February birthdays. I don't know what it is. We hang out with a pretty large group of friends, and almost everybody's birthday is in January and February. There is just something about it around here. Everybody's got a January and February birthday. Some of my nephews are in January, my mom's in January, and then you roll right into me in February. I don't know what it is. I'm sure some of you are going to chime in and have your ideas why. Maybe you're on something. All right. Tiffany, do you have any super
I
glue?
know. I'm trying to figure out what he's talking about.
What we need super glue
What do we
for?
need super glue, Mr. Donald, for?
He's probably gonna have some joke to go along with it. Who knows?
Probably for Andrew.
Probably super glue my mouth shut because you were finally talking for once a minute ago. I might have cut you off or something. And Cash says, I know what you're thinking. Was it to super glue my lip shut? Probably what it was. All right. So Denise says, been a while since we joined. Hope all is well. All's doing great. And welcome back. And yeah, Miss Lee says, what? No cooking. If you've seen our refrigerator.
Yeah, we still have a ton of leftovers.
Y'all, I bet we had 5 to 8 pounds of meat left over. We couldn't get everybody to make plates and take the stuff. And then all the sides that go with it, like we won't eat it all. We've been eating on it for days now. We're gonna eat it on again tonight. And it's probably gonna go to Ruger and some dogs.
Probably, yeah.
Because I'm gonna be burnt out.
We're tacoed out.
Then. Yeah. We'll fajita it out, tacoed out. Nah, I'm never tacoed out. Bat houses, no, did not happen this week. Glad we got that out of the way. All right, so Adam being extremely generous again, just gifted some memberships out to some
Adam.
people. That's awesome. Thank you so much for doing that, Adam. So kind, so generous.
Yes, always.
We will be excuse me, I don't know what's going on with my throat. Allergies so bad here, y'all. Pollen.
Oh my gosh,
everywhere.
yes.
Good thing about all that heavy rain we just got is that should knock all the pollen down.
Thank
Crazy
goodness.
amounts of pollen. We're both just been like this for days. Thank you, Adam. And we will be having some updates this week for the members, some behind the scenes looks, typically what we do. I start my first just run out of projects for the year this week. I guess you could say the welding tables, the first of some of the DIY projects, but some of the super secret stuff, I start one of them this week. And then they get a little bigger, then they get a little bigger, then the projects get gigantic. And it's going to be fun. That's why I'm setting up and buying all these tools and getting stuff ready here for pretty much a whole year of just building stuff. It's going to be really cool. That's why I have my XXL t-shirt on tonight. I do not. This is actually just a large. Thank you. And by the way, I'm down either 8 or 9 pounds now.
Are you?
And stayed on the last notch in my belt. So I've got to cut new notches in my belt. So yeah, I got on the scale the other day. I was like, oh, I didn't lost like 3 more pounds. Cool. So it's been working. Now after this weekend, I'll probably will gain them all back. But we'll start working on it again this week. All right. See, Andrew 40, is it so bad? No, it feels just like 39 actually. Ask me in another week or two.
Or more like 80.
Yeah, well, some days I feel 80. Every morning when I get out of bed, I absolutely feel 80. I click and pop and my lower back hurts, my knees. And then by the time I get in here and get lubed up with a cup of coffee, I'm feeling a little better. And then you move it around and you got your day figured out. So somebody asked, was it, I lost it, red snapper? No, it's called red fish.
Yep, red fish.
So it's a red drum is what it is. They are very, very delicious. Red snapper is oh, that's an amazing fish, but we're so shallow around here, it's hard to get them. Okay, let's go on. Thank you everybody for the birthday wishes. Going through all these comments, just going to grab a few that's asking some questions. All right, I see somebody answered Kathy about the red fish.
I didn't see that one, Tim.
Yeah, well, I'll read part of Robert's.
40 years.
What's this one? Yeah, well, if I can get another 40 years, I can't complain, Cal. I'll be absolutely happy with that. So Robert says they've been getting piles of crazy rain and a lot of rain. He says, wink, wink. We'll use that word, and some crazy winds down there. Yeah, I was looking at the radar today. Like y'all, I don't know if y'all watched the radar. It literally like a hurricane coming today. We had an eye wall over here, and it was whipping bands in South Florida. It was tornado warnings everywhere, and then it kind of spun and pulled it up here, and then tornado warnings popping out everywhere, and all these hailstorms that were coming through. Oh, really, really weird weather. Like, I don't know why we're getting all this severe stuff in a cold time of the year. It just doesn't make sense. Typically, this is what we get like June, July, and August.
Yeah, it's getting pretty crazy.
Yep. Oh, what else we got? Sheila says, turned 54 on May 1st. At 40, I hit my stride. So I'm hitting some sort of stride, I guess.
Glad to see you on tonight, Miss Sheila. We hope you're doing okay. We heard that you've been going through a rough time, so we're praying for you.
Yeah, it is good to have you on. So Cash says he can send me a video link. I can only imagine.
And he's laughing, yeah.
I can only imagine what Mr. Donald's talking about. What else we got here? for the God, why everybody's still laughing about the super glue? I guess I'm
Yeah,
just
he
getting.
said for the nails. The nails are over with.
Oh, okay.
We did the mani-pedi, all done.
Done. Now I got to work on the bat houses. Okay, I thought it was going to be something else. Whew. Okay, I didn't know where we was going, especially with cash acting all kind of weird there on me. So Andrew and Sank, you want to know, did I hit the mark or did we hit the mark on our
Oh, yeah.
Amazon store last month? Thank y'all so
Yes,
much.
thank you.
We hit it by $800. And what I mean is we have to hit a certain number of sales through the store every month. And it's a huge number that's very hard to hit. And we were short. So I put that link out or request out or begging really, which I try not to ever do that on the community
But
post.
it's only $250.
Really had $250 to go, and
Yeah.
and our orders can't count toward our own bonus. So it's like, oh, or otherwise I'd have just ordered $250 worth of tools that I already know I'm gonna get anyways. But we wound up clearing it, hitting the bonus, and clearing it by $800. That's not what we got. I just mean it overqualified us to hit that first level. Thank y'all so much for that.
Great, appreciate it.
This is something they started with us about 4 months ago. It's only a limited time they're doing this. I don't have a clue when they're going to cut off us getting a bonus. Looks like we get 2 more months to potentially qualify, but the number's so high, and I know a lot of people don't spend a lot of money this time of year. It's going to be very hard to hit. The good news is, anytime y'all do use our Amazon store, I know we talk about this every week, and I'm probably sick and tired of that. We do earn a small commission. We get that regardless. So that in and of itself really, really helps. I mean, it was several $100 last month. So that covers our fuel bill, or buy a few tools for the shop, or like we recently
help with projects.
Yeah, we recently just bought a nice camera that records in 4K so we can make better content. So we'll use it on stuff like that. So it really makes a heck of a big difference. The bonus as well, just a bonus. Thank y'all. Yeah. Thank you for asking.
You.
We did barely scrape by and get it. Thank you so much. All right. Did I even hunt this season? Barely.
A couple times.
I mean, I probably
Did you get anything?
No.
No.
I went several times, did not go nearly as much as I should have. I pretty much just worked my butt off. And now my freezer is looking a little lower than it has in a long time, and that I don't like that feeling.
Yep, we got to skimp on the meat now.
No, we're gonna next meat sale that we can find. Y'all know we're all about those meat sales. Typically we buy pork and especially chicken on meat sales. Now we're gonna be looking for beef sales, and we'll just go that route. We still
How long has it been since we bought beef?
15 years.
Yeah, probably.
Well, burger.
Right.
We'll still buy like roast and stuff like that.
So we still buy our ribeyes.
Yeah. Next sale that we can find, we're just gonna have to go after it. So is the Gigantic Surprise a sawmill, or are you getting ready for garden stuff? So the Gigantic Surprise is not a sawmill. Gigantic Surprise is a whole new DIY series in building stuff. So not just, hey, we got another product. No, this is all handmade, and we're going to have something really cool, and it's just going to keep going and going and going. It's going to be a new part of the channel. So I'm excited about that. You're going to start getting hints this week as little things start rolling out of the shop, and then
it's coming.
Yeah. Then another week or two, you're going to flat out know what the heck's going on, and then we can just get to dive into it for a while. Are we getting ready for the garden stuff? That is something Tiff and I were just talking about. The garden is disgusting. We got to go out there and prune back all the grapevines. They're a mess.
Other trees. Yeah, we got a lot coming up that we need to get into.
So we're going to do that. We typically don't plant until like one of the last weeks in March is whenever we start, because there's always such a risk for a late frost here. It's got us many times in the past. So we've still got several more weeks to get that cleaned out, but that is for sure on our to-do list and a project this year. We definitely want some good tasty vegetables this year. All right. Black cumin seed oil is great for allergies. I'm taking black seed oil.
You are.
Pills. I don't know if it's cumin seed oil, but it's black seed oil. I've been taking those for a while because I've heard those are really, really good for you. All we're getting is just you go out there and knock the pollen up, or I've been welding and grinding in the shop, and we just sound stopped up and we get runny, and we've been like this for days. We're not sick. There's no fever. There's nothing like this. But you can literally go outside and write your name in the kitchen countertop or on your vehicle.
Just as soon as you wipe it off, it's back again.
Yep. And green pollen. And as soon as the wind picks up, it is everywhere again.
Everything's doing crazy stuff right now with this weather.
Yeah. So this happens to us every time this year. And then we'll have another pollen bloom here in several more weeks, another month or so. And when the pine trees start pollinating, oh my goodness, it is the greenest, nastiest pollen everywhere. Like I'll have to go there and backwash the pool pump and be constantly flushing it out every few days. It gets so bad around here. But welcome to Florida. Age is just a number, says Matt, and I feel 80, Matt. least a lot of days I do. So Mrs. Zoe hits double digits on Wednesday.
All right.
And of course Ashley's crying. Yeah, your baby girl's growing up, right?
Goodness.
We all get to big numbers too quick, don't we? All right. Everybody's talking to Sheeta. What?
No,
I'm
you'll
reading.
see it later on.
Oh yeah, and I'm so far behind. I'm getting on down there. Oh goodness, Miss Sheila, I just got to what all you're saying is going on with you. I'm
Yes,
so sorry to hear
Miss
that.
Sheila.
We'll for sure have to continue to keep you in our thoughts and prayers. I know you've got a long, long fight ahead of you. I am so sorry to hear all that. All right, let's go on down here. Mike says ordered last night from your Amazon link.
Awesome.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you so much. Kathy says start a full-time job tomorrow. Been off since August. Ooh, that's gonna sting, ain't it? Of course, you could be excited about the job. I hope you are. I hope it is something exciting.
We have a good first day.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Somebody says we're buffering.
Yeah, it's been buffering on my phone too, but it just spins for a second and then it stops.
Spinny circles, man, as my friend
But
calls
if
them.
we do lose y'all, we will reconnect.
Yep, I am so sorry. I still got this weird message down there that this new Windows Winton 24 driver or whatever, like it shows I'm connected, but I'm not connected. But then we got internet. I don't know what the heck's going on. I wish this thing had never updated, driving me nuts. But good update on internet. They're starting to pull fiber down our road.
We've been watching every pole and stopping the people on the side of the road going, hey, where y'all at?
So fiber is coming
Yep.
just like literally a mile down the road, 2 miles down the road. They're starting to pull the cable now. They're doing it from pole to pole and they're drilling underground in certain spots. But they're hanging the cable now. And then they'll come back and put the fiber on the cable. And we've been watching them. They run this tape reel down and tape the fiber to the steel cable so it stays suspended.
We need it.
Yeah, so they told us that all installation should be done by June in our area, and then the hookup crews come out after that. So it's still going to be many months, but we were being told 2025. So that's going to be amazing. I can upload videos so quick, make edits so quick. Oh, that's just going to be awesome to have, I don't know what we're going to get. They claim it's 2 gig fiber. This is the package we signed up for. I seriously doubt it'll be anywhere near that fast, but if it's half that fast, it's just going to be,
need it.
It's going to be insane. But blessed with our cellular, it's still allowing us to do all this stuff right here. Otherwise, we can't do social media without it. It's been a blessing, but oh man, I cannot wait to get blazing fiber speed. It's going to be awesome. And hopefully that'll cut out any buffering or other issues, which that may be my aggravating computer. Yeah, here goes Glenn again. You're gonna get the man on me. It says thermal scope suppressor in your own property. You'll get no grief from me. Did I tell them the story about the buck of a lifetime?
I don't remember if you did or
I
not.
told somebody the other day. It might have been at the party.
Y'all have to tell us if he
If
told
I'm
y'all
repeating
about
myself, shut me up or just listen. 2 days after the season closed, which was like 3 weekends ago, I'm coming upstairs and I look outside and I see it's just cracking daylight. I see huge body deer. I run downstairs, get my binoculars. Sure enough, I mean, a massive 8-point for my standards, just gorgeous. Like I would absolutely hang this deer on the wall. It'd be the biggest of my life. And I'm watching and watching. The deer does not run off. He sees Ruger. He walks closer to check Ruger out. And then he's got a sticker, which is so rare for around here on G1 or G2, whatever the heck it was. And I watched that deer for several minutes. And I'm like, here I am being the law-abiding citizen that I am, looking at the buck of a lifetime right out here in my front yard that I haven't seen all season, no pictures of that deer or nothing. And it's 2 days after the season closes. And I was just like, so I just put the binoculars down after he tried it off and come up here and just started editing. And I literally,
broke your heart.
It did. I would just scream all day long. I was screaming all in the afternoon, like, you gotta be kidding me.
I know. I'd catch him just standing in front of the windows, just looking out. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, thinking about that buck.
I mean, he was gorgeous, just tall as could be, sticker gorgeous. I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah, some of y'all are probably like, okay, dude, just snap out of it. All right. So Miss Lee, thank you,
Miss Lee.
Y'all are so kind. Looks like we're getting a sandblasting cabinet.
I guess so.
Thank you, Miss Lee. Y'all are so sweet. Y'all don't have to do this.
Are
and
they
anybody
real
watching,
outrageous?
No, actually, probably I'd go get one at Harbor Freight. They're very affordable there. And the sand blaster itself, which is what I ultimately need to start with, cabinet don't do no good without the blaster. They're pretty affordable too.
Cool.
And shout out, I think Vivor has them.
There you go.
Yeah. So I'll probably just buy one from there or Harbor Freight as well. They obviously have them if they have the cabinets. Oh, yeah. So, see, my allergies have been bad since COVID came around. Speaking of, COVID is running through my family like crazy, y'all. I just found out my brother-in-law has it. Both brother-in-laws.
No, really?
Yep. They both tested positive. One
Oh
tested
my
positive
gosh.
yesterday, one today. By the way, they live in two completely different states.
Yeah.
And they don't even live near us. It's just going around everywhere. And one is getting his butt kicked pretty bad from the way it sounds. So
Golly.
I guess COVID's on the rise again. Here we go. David, is this what you were laughing about?
Yes.
That is my nose hair sticking
I
out?
don't know. Can you see it, David?
He says, here's a donation
I'm
for a nose
always
hair
getting
trimmer.
onto him. Have you not used it yet? Somebody sent you one in the mail. Oh, and I need to go grab something.
Please do.
Yep.
I want to talk about that. Yeah, somebody sent me one a while back, but I don't like them spinny nose hair trimmers.
Have you even tried it yet?
I used one a long time ago, and it snatched the hair out so bad I thought it pulled my eyeball out, and I went into watering and snot, and I said, I will never use one of these things again. I thought it like it killed me.
I thought it pulled your eyeball.
I thought it pulled my eyeball out. I mean, man, that thing was crazy. So thanks, David. So any new cooking videos? So we have an older one we recorded just a little while back, a couple months ago. I'm gonna edit up and get out. And then we're going to start a new style cooking video for you. And we'll get those out occasionally as we can kind of work them in. And we do plan on working those in this year, getting Tiffany on some more content. So yes, that will be coming. The older video, which is kind of traditional style, I'll probably get it out next week, week after, and then we'll have to find time to get in some new content for you. So y'all, I don't know if this is one of y'all or what the heck happened. Obviously, birthday weekend, somebody was thinking of me. Lots of friends brought stuff over. Y'all are being so kind of so sweet. But this showed up in the mail yesterday. Who the heck sent me this? No tag in there. No. Actually, I better look inside here, but it came from Amazon. So nobody had time to put a note in here. Y'all know what this is? And here's the funny part. Well, I'll tell y'all. This is one of those Work Sharp Pro knife sharpeners. I have wanted one forever. And this is the Ken Onion edition, which is like their top of the line model. This is the one that runs the multiple different grit belts and supposedly gives you like the best edge on a knife that you can potentially get. It's not like the old spinny hard wheel ones like I have. These are extremely nice. So the funny thing is, and where I'm so suspicious, I was talking about one of these Friday night with multiple friends while we was out there cleaning the fish. I didn't know my buddy, it was a surprise party, and my buddy was coming over with fish. So I kind of just pulled out a couple of old fish fillet knives, which were kind of dull. And he was over there struggling. He's like, what kind of knife sharpener do you use? And I was telling him, but I was like, this is what I really, really want. And next day one shows up, and I
know he was out on the front porch freaking out. He's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. And I don't think it was one of those buddies because you can't order stuff that quick and get it here. So it was probably one of y'all. Be looking to see if somebody will admit, and maybe y'all don't want to admit it, but somebody sent me this. And if it was one of y'all, thank y'all. This is an extremely nice gift that I am super excited to have. I've always wanted one. This is another one of these things. Why have I never bought one? I've looked at them forever. I watched the YouTube videos. So it was either one of y'all or somehow my buddy heard me say something like that and got me one next day, which doesn't sound possible. But maybe he'll tell me.
Out.
Thank y'all, whoever, or thank my buddy, or I don't know. That's a super nice gift. Like I kept looking at it yesterday. I was like, oh, I'm so excited to have one of those.
At the back of how many things you can use it on. That's
yeah, it ain't just knives. You can sharpen all your axes and other tools with it, and it's got all different kinds of belts. But everybody I have seen use one of those, like Deer Meat for Dinner. I've watched him. He's a huge channel on YouTube. A lot of y'all watching. I watched him sharpen some of his custom knives with him years ago, and I'm talking just slices right through paper like nothing. Everybody seems to love those, so I am super excited about that. Thank you, whoever the heck did that. Y'all have been so kind. Oh my goodness, y'all been so generous. So Sheila says I'm about to drop a bunch of money through Amazon in your link. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying it's for. Oh, Miss Sheila. I certainly hope some miracle or something happens and you get some good news. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, just shot me all the way to the bottom.
Yeah, you're about right there.
Is that where I'm at? Okay. Keeps flying off on comments. So let's see here. The number watching seems to update, but the thumbs up never update. That's because probably not many people are hitting the thumbs up, which does help the algorithm, by the way. Thumbs up, subscribing, chatting, all that stuff really does help. So thanks for bringing that up. I know Crystal's constantly on the ball with that. Only thumbs up if you like it. If you don't, thumbs up anyways. Miss Ramilla says, I need a Vivor banner. I knew something like that was coming. And I ain't lying to y'all. I haven't took a product from them in months. I reached out to them a while back and said, hey, I'm not doing review videos no more. But I'm still going to buy your products because you got a ton of them on your website, and there's just things that I can get.
Yeah, it's like your Walmart
else, or it's like my Harbor Freight, really, but
or
it's
that,
beyond that. So I have bought truly out of pocket every single thing that I've talked about here lately, and you've noticed I'm not trying to do it in review style. If it's something that fits, we'll talk about it. Now on our review channel, well, I'll review pretty much anything just because a lot of people really do enjoy reviews. They just have good tools for decent prices. They're not high quality, top of the line, but I don't need high quality stuff. I'm not out here doing a full fab shop and all that. I'm just trying to make some good content. And I really got to watch what I spend too, because, well, you can't keep spending more than you make, or I go to find a different job. So what does Adam say here? Yes, you get from Harbor Freight. They're bigger than Vivors. Actually, I think Vivors probably.
Oh, we're talking about the sandblaster.
Yeah.
Stuff. Okay, cool.
Oh, okay. Maybe. Okay. He's talking about that. I thought he was talking about the company in general. Probably not. And yes, I know some of you are like, Harbor Freight, dude. Nah. My daily tools that I wear out, like DeWalt and, Milwaukee's great and all. Sure, get the top quality stuff. The stuff that you're going to occasionally use, I have no problem buying the lower quality stuff, because honestly, I can't remember the last time I bought something from either of those two companies that's broke on me. Like, it really works. But I baby my stuff too, and that may be part of it. Thank you, Adam. So it sounds like I'm getting a sandblaster, which I absolutely need. Actually, I for sure need one on some of these new projects that's coming up, some of these new builds.
Yeah.
So Dino wants to know about the chickens. I'll let you update everybody on that so I can shut up for a minute.
Yeah, so the chickens are doing fine. The one that we separated, she seems to be looking better, and everybody's good out there laying eggs every day. We get about 3 a day. So yeah, they're doing good. I don't know when we'll finally let her back out. I think we'll probably let her completely, do her thing with the molting or whatever she's doing. And
she's looking pretty well cleared up.
Well, I feel like if there's any spots missing on her, and if they were picking on her, then they're going to go back to doing it again.
We need to put some of that blue coat too,
Yeah.
that everybody was telling us about. But her spots are pretty well, her molting seems to be pretty much done, but I don't think that's going to stop the picking, honestly. But we can't keep them separated forever. That just doesn't work out in a coop that size. I guess we'll get it figured out. Miss Lee wants to know if you're using your her scarf she gave you in Vegas.
I need to get it out because I needed it last night. Yes.
I was going to say I didn't think it's been cool enough for it, but yeah, you should.
Yeah, I needed it last night.
Well, ride back after dark. So we had a long, probably 15, 20-mile ride from where we was riding with friends after dark. Yeah, that ride.
Yeah, I need to just get it out and have it by the other jacket.
And this week
thank you for reminding me, Miss Lee.
This week will be the week to pull that stuff back out, because we're supposed to have some perfect weather this week. 60s, 40s. Really I don't think there's frost this week, but it's going to be like 40s and really, really comfortable. We got up like high 70s a couple of days ago. Everything bloomed out. You're snotting up. Everything thinks it's summertime or spring, and then we snap right back into 40s and everything else this week. It's like, oh my goodness, this weather. No wonder everybody's getting sick. You can't keep going from hot to cold, pollen, everything else. All right.
Did it jump you back down again?
Yes, it did. See, Dino saying the video is freezing. Oh, I've seen several people saying we're having.
We haven't lost us, or it hasn't, kicked us out yet.
All right, y'all. I don't know. I apologize. We're definitely working toward better stuff. I'm gonna see if I can figure out this Wi-Fi driver update thing that happened here. I don't know if it's that or potentially internet. Although I did a speed test before we got on here, internet was fine to live stream with. Still gonna be a while for fiber, and we may invest in yet a newer computer down the road. I know. Well, it's part of it.
No, I'm just reading a comment.
I say that's business expense. That's just part of life. We're always going to have that with this type of business. So David says, first of all, thank you so much for a donation. Y'all being so kind in that. So I was just funning you about the nose hair. You both look great. It's all good. We've been talking about my nose hair forever, and she gets on to me all the time. So cringe alert here. The older I get, you grow hair in places you don't want it, and apparently the booger factory kicks in gear. So that's the two things I struggle with all the time. She's all the time coming up going, clean your nose out. Stop it. You'll see her do it on live streams. I'm like, anyways, how y'all doing?
And now he always checks before he starts recording. He's
I
always
know
checking.
now she's developed a tick. Like I have a hard time editing my content now whenever I'm just recording daily videos for y'all, because what I typically do, a lot of times I start a new scene, I'll clean my nose real quick or check it in the camera just to make sure I'm not having nothing waving at y'all. But something about these nose hairs now, they'll literally just grow out, and I'm always having to trim them, and it's always driving her crazy. Now I'm starting to get some gray ones in there, so it looks like you have something going on in there, and it's just a wad of gray hairs. I'm like, oh my gosh.
We'll get the trimmer out and let you try it.
Yeah. That thing stung last time. That thing stung. Okay, let's go on down here and catch a couple more. Okay. Did you see I've got a new job? Asked Adam.
He's talking about moderator.
Oh, okay. I was like, nah.
He's talking to somebody else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the other problem. When I'm reading through questions, a lot of times y'all are talking to each other. I'm trying to figure out it's for me. So I know there's some awkward silence here and now and then when I'm trying to go through and figure out who to respond to. Jerry says that blaster won't work in my environment without an air dryer. Oh, and I'll have to have a major air dryer for down here in Florida. That's something I will have
to research all that.
Yep. So what I did buy a while back, because it was dirt cheap, I've got a sandblaster kit for my pressure washer and nozzle for that. But what it's going to do is a heck of a mess in the yard. But at least it gives me some sort of option. But a lot of this stuff I'm about to build here coming up, I don't want it getting wet at all. But certain things like, my fire pits that I make, and I need to get that real thick paint and all off. I don't mind blasting it out there, maybe over a tarp. I still need some sort of blasting cabinet and all, but I'm gonna have to have a major air dryer to run that stuff. Thanks, Jerry. You just ruined that. I think an air dryer is probably more than the real good air dryer is more than the cabinet or the blaster. I've got small air dryers out there that take beads, but Florida with its humidity, they are tarnished in a few days. It seems like I need a huge air dryer.
I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Yep, add it to my project list. I can figure out how to build one, or we'll see if Vivor has one. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. It shot me all the way to the bottom again. All right, I think everybody picked up.
So we have a couple people asking us about the podcast. I was thinking about that today. I'm like, darn, we should have did one today.
Yeah, we actually had time today.
Yeah. We got to get on a routine here soon. We're about to, though. We're about to work up a good routine for y'all, or try to anyways.
Yeah, well, we'll see. So, see here. Question says, I started watching your videos when you did basically how we did the cellular internet. What are you doing for internet these days? Still the same exact stuff. We're getting fiber to our area, but we have no other options. So it's either buy Starlink's several $100 setup and $130 a month, which I'm not interested in now that I know fiber's coming, or keep using our cellular. I still have the same cellular router back here in the attic, still on the same T-Mobile plan, and that's what we've been using. It's definitely nowhere near fiber speeds. Nothing is, but it allows us to live stream. It allows me to upload 4K content. Allows me to do, I do Zoom calls quite often and Microsoft Teams and stuff like that. So it's truly allowed us to work from home. So, and as far as the mesh system goes, I'm telling you, we got the most generous people on the planet. I had somebody send us in an older Orbi system a while back, which is one of those systems that has the antennas you set up here, there, and everywhere. Relatively nice system, works amazingly well. Actually, I just found out I now have internet all the way down at the chop shop.
Oh,
so that's where I took one of those extra Orbi antennas.
Yeah, I was wondering what you were
and
doing with
stuck it
that.
in down there, and it communicates with the antenna that's on the porch. And now they link up, and now we have Wi-Fi down at the chop shop.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I can stream a podcast music down there, or put up more security cameras, or whatever I want.
Good deal.
So the Orbi system, I absolutely love. What's it called? Ubiquity. That's the one everybody always rants and raves over and says that's the mesh system to go with. So based on how many people have recommended that, I'd go read the reviews on the, I think I'm pronouncing it right, Ubiquity mesh system, but still using the same stuff. All right. Yeah, some people say buffering. Some people say hasn't seen any buffer. I don't know.
Sorry, y'all.
Yeah. So Barry's asked, I have a question about your weather instrument. How old are they, and do you have any problems with it? So I'm still running the ambient weather WS2902 system. Love it. Absolutely love it. I was pulling it
Do
up
you have
today.
the link in the Amazon for it?
No, I don't think I have that in our Amazon store, but I have it on the video I made of it. But I probably should add that to the store because I love that thing. Absolutely love it. The
I'll make a
WS2000s,
note
the
for you
more
to do that.
upgraded model, that's got a little bit nicer screen. It can add a few more sensors, but I love the 2902. We've had it for, I don't think we've had it quite a year, less than a year. Zero issues. Haven't changed batteries and nothing. I'm looking at a LCD screen in here that I can see all the data on. But what I love about that is the app. I'm always pulling up the app and checking. Like I was looking at it earlier today, just getting crazy windy out there. I was pulling it up. Oh, it's 20-mile-an-hour winds. I checked the rainfall amounts. It's got all the historical data. Highly recommend it. The 40-year-old man in me loves everything about the weather now. And I love my weather station. I really do. I use it every single day. And the whole time we was out in Vegas and all, I was checking it and seeing, because we had a severe storm come through here, how much rain we got, how much wind, all that stuff. I'm always checking that thing out. Mr. Miss Hammer says, I need wax strips. Thank y'all. You're being so sweet and kind and that. Cash says, Adam's like Officer Farva from Super Troopers. I love that movie.
Oh my God.
Oh man, that's like for my teenage years, and that's not a compliment to call him Farva. Leader of Cola. Oh man, I don't know why Adam's being called Farva by Cash, but okay. Now I got to watch that movie. That is a great movie. Not child friendly movie though.
Not child friendly.
Okay. Uh-oh, somebody said we absolutely froze up on them. I don't know.
Sorry.
I don't know. We're just going to grind through it tonight. There's not a whole lot I can do about it. So Glenn says, I won't need much of a air filter. Water filter out of your compressor, about 25 foot of coiled line and a bucket of ice. Water filter remover on the other end. That cold air condense and remove the moisture. Cool. We may have us a little DIY build out of this,
Make something, yeah.
So maybe we'll see how we can whip one up and build it.
I don't want you to miss it. Miss Lee says they are celebrating. Is it 25? Go up just a little bit. I lost it. 20 or 25 years.
25th wedding anniversary is tomorrow.
Well, congratulations, Miss Lee. I hope y'all celebrate and have a good time. Y'all deserve it for sure.
Yeah, and I apologize. I am just kind of jumping around on comments is what I have to do because I can't stay caught up even skipping comments. It's just the way it works out. Mr. Mike, my goodness, y'all are being so crazy generous tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Mike.
Hair dryer fun. Well, sounds like I might be buying some DIY parts and we might build one right here.
See, they like you making stuff.
Yeah.
Doing stuff.
Well, I love making stuff. Somehow I get paid kind of to make some stuff, which is great. And yes, Adam is exactly right. I should have a good air dryer for using with the plasma cutter because that is not good for the tips and all of a plasma to be running moist air through there. I've got a small one, like I said, with the beads, but I really don't know how much it does. I really don't know. Thank you again, Mr. Mike. So kind of generous. So Jonathan says, even Linus Tech Tips, I've seen him, uses the Ubiquity system. I've always heard great things about it for a mesh system. What do I think of the Tempest weather station? I've heard really good things about them, but I have zero experience with it. I believe that's the one that Ryan Hall is always recommending. The cool thing about it is it's all built in one nice compact package. Looks really good. And I think a lot of people are like on that service as well, same as with the ambient weather. So if you want to look at other people's stations, or they've got really good support networks and online apps and things like that, but never personally use one. Oh, did I shoot all the way down to the bottom? Am I finally caught up, kind of, now that I skipped everybody's comments?
You're getting caught up.
All right. Well, we might just stay down at the bottom right here. All right. So we're at the bottom. If you asked a question way the heck back up there I didn't catch, now's a good time to slip it in. We'll chat about another 10 or 15 minutes, and then we'll wrap this thing up here. So Brian says, I need to get the bay boat out. The reds and trouts are biting. I kind of figured that. As many boats as I've been seeing coming down a big 4-lane road near us, heading to the coast, and we had that warm up spell. Normally the trouts just run out of the creeks and everybody tears them up. So I figured that's what was going on.
We need to go get some redfish.
Brian, we need to go gig before it warms up. Aren't we losing gigging weather? This last cool snap could be it. That's what I want to do again. I've got skin coming off my lip.
Chapped skin.
I am so chapped. My knuckles are busted up. Lips are chapped. That last cool spell we had got me. Thanks for skipping the poo joke, Andrew.
I know. I'm just going back looking for
I
it.
didn't actually see it, but what a shocker! Adam had a poo joke.
Right.
So Glenn says, carrying out the specs. It was miserable cold though. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of getting out there on the coast when there's real bad cold snaps and it's just windy as can be. I know that's when the reds and trouts are up in the tree or creeks. A lot of people catch them that way. I like for those little warm spells when they come out of the creeks and they're right near the grass line and all. That's a funner time to fish because it's always so windy out there on the coast.
And we are going to fish this year. We are.
Okay. I
We
hope this
are.
ain't gonna be like the bat houses and
No,
everybody every week everybody's like, y'all
we
go
are
fishing?
going to fish this year. Yes.
I certainly hope we do because
Salt and fresh.
that poor boat out there is not doing anybody any good.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can do something here. Now that it's the first of the month, let me throw a few memberships out here. I'm allowed to give out 10 memberships a month.
Here we go.
Since we got some sneak peeks coming up, I want to get some people on right here. So let's go ahead and slap a few of those out there. Maybe somebody that doesn't have no memberships. We'll grab a few right here.
And I think Danny Mack had even said he lost his membership earlier.
Well,
so
Danny
that's
Mack,
funny.
come on down. You just got hooked up.
I think he said that. Let me see. Yep.
Yeah, right there. I could use some membership love.
Yes. How about that? You got picked. How about that? That is crazy.
Well, there you go. And he gave us a bunch of, I don't know, what are those things? It always looks like an ice cream cone to me.
No, it's like like the celebration things that you pop and all the
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
comes out.
Yeah, party poppers.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, where's the string and everything else? All right. So yeah, well, we've put some sneak peeks out. YouTube only allows me to give out 10 of those a month unless somebody else gives some out. And we've always got generous people that do that. We'll probably wait till like next week and give out the last 5 that I have. And then we'll keep giving y'all some updates throughout this month. Actually, heck with it.
You gonna give out 5 more?
Yeah, let's do it now.
You feeling generous?
Yeah, well, that way they get a whole month of updates.
Okay, cool.
It makes more sense to do it at the beginning.
Do it at the beginning. Yeah, that's right. True.
So bam, there
Here
we go. I'm all out of money right now.
5 more.
Let's see who we got.
Dan Murphy, Moving Target, Sean Monroe, Seppi. Cool.
Cool. Well, there y'all go.
Cool. Good. Yeah, that does make more sense to do it at the beginning of the month. Yep.
All righty. Andrew, press the control and plus sign to a larger screen viewing size. I'm nervous on doing that right in the middle of a live stream. What is that going to do? I want to cancel the live stream. All right, if the live stream can't go up and down a little, I'm going to leave it at the 100%.
Oh, people are saying buffering.
Oh Lord. Yep. See, it's Kathy's fault. I touched some stuff. Oh man.
Dang. Well,
let us know if we come back. If we don't, we may have to wrap this thing up.
Back now.
Goodness, y'all. I don't know what the heck's going on.
Maybe it's all this weather.
No, I still got this little weird symbol down there around Wi-Fi that I've never had before. It's saying that we're not connected, but we've been connected this whole time. And I looked up because I just noticed that. I was like, what is this new emblem? And I looked up this new word right here.
Gosh, we cannot wait.
And it says that's part of a new Windows 10 update or 11 or whatever the heck I have. And I was like, this is just great. So I think it may be something completely different now. Electronics and all technology.
Yeah.
You got to love and hate it. I love it.
The hammer says, stop pressing buttons.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't Adam's fault this time. It was Kathy's fault. As soon as I started pressing them buttons, everybody's like, you're gone. But technology, you got to love it and hate it. It allows us to communicate with y'all and live this lifestyle at the same time. I hate dealing with the computer stuff and all this other stuff, man. It just drives me crazy. What else we got going here? Who's saying some Cash's third time? Oh, did Cash get gifted a membership or something? Somebody got it 3 times. Somebody else didn't get it at all.
I don't know.
Well, it doesn't allow us to pick the people. It
doesn't let us pick. Yep.
It doesn't allow us to pick the people. And Kathy, I did hit control and up and down. And again, it's your fault. We just about cut the live stream off. Your fault. Does your router have more than one network? It does. I'm on the 5G network because it's literally right there. So I might as well get the fastest speed. It's got the 2.4, and then you can set up guest networks and all this other stuff as well. And it's supposed to handle up to 100 devices, which I'm sure that would clog the system up. I don't have nowhere near that much on there as well. That's about as sophisticated of talk as I can give you with all that stuff right there.
Oh, God.
I just need it to work. Goodness gracious. All right, y'all. Well, I guess we're going to wrap it up a little early since we ain't cooking tonight.
Yes.
Go outside,
Maybe
play with
next
Ruger.
weekend.
And since we're having some buffering issues and everything else. All right. So, oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Danny. That could very well be true. Y'all, please remember Miss Sheila. She's got so much going on. There's so many other people here. I had some people reach out to me a few weeks ago, kind of with some unspoken requests that's dealing with some major issues going on as well. You know, we've got an awesome little community and family right here, and a lot of y'all chat and talk and support each other, you know, off the live streams, offline, so to speak. And that's awesome. So a lot of these people could really use your love and support right now. Reach out to them. That's awesome that y'all do this for each other. And I guess we'll take the last question here before we wrap it up. Cash wants to know, did I have a margarita for my birthday? I did not. And what's funny is we pulled out the margarita machine since we was doing fajitas.
Yeah, we did, and I didn't ever make them.
Well, here's the thing. It was cold that night. I don't really know that that was a good margarita night. I think we're going to have to wait for some pool weather.
Very true.
Now, we did use the heck out of that margarita machine that Mr. Doug hooked us up with. Golly, so kind. Back when it was pool weather, and we'll sure tear it out again. But everybody was huddled up around a fire Friday night because it was windy.
We're just
it was
trying to
chilly.
keep everybody warm.
We literally burnt like almost a third of a cord of wood that night. I kid you not. Like, they had my huge fire pit loaded down. I don't think nobody wanted an icy slushy drink at all.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for spending your Sunday with us. This week, we're going to have a little bit of mixed content and our first really cool project that's a hint of what's to come. I think we should make it out this week if I can get it built in time. And then things just get bigger and more involved and more exciting. So we're so excited to share it with you, get y'all some fresh new content out. Again, thank you for spending your night with us. Good night. God bless. Y'all take care.
We'll see y'all next Sunday.
Catch you next Sunday.
Good night.
See you.